Welcome to the Commercial Real Estate Investor. Hello, I'm Steve Shore.
And I'm Susan Kriegel.
During the next half hour, we'll be showcasing some truly outstanding commercial real estate opportunities available throughout the United States, from New York to Los Angeles and points in between.
This show is more than just showing these great properties. We will meet the movers and the shakers of the commercial real estate industry, and will share their expertise in the various elements which comprise this amazing industry. And a special feature will highlight various markets across the country and what makes their communities worth investing in. Let's get started by taking you out east to New York City. Steve?
The Big Apple is coming up. New York City. Wonderful New York City. Well, if you want to talk about an exceptional property in New York City, listen up, we've got it. This is a mixed-use site with 46 feet of prime frontage on Chelsea's 7th Avenue. It's currently configured as 2 retail units, which will command a premium lease rate from national tenants. Surrounding space has averaged over $4,400 per square foot. Chelsea's 7th Avenue is one of Manhattan's fastest growing corridors and is ready for immediate development. The asking price, $25 million, which is consistent with other properties in the area. To get more information, just contact Will Patterson at area code 212-890-7787. Susan.
Thank you. And next we take you out to Las Vegas, Nevada, my hometown. Las Vegas, as we all know, is famous for its entertainment, but it also is a fact that it's a great place to invest in commercial real estate. An excellent example is the 88,000 square foot Charleston Tower building, located in the heart of the burgeoning Las Vegas Medical District. What makes this an extremely attractive opportunity is it is one of the few remaining parcels still available in the medical district. With high-profile anchor tenants, it offers an attractive cash flow. As a matter of fact, there has been a limited rollover rate of less than 32% over the past 7 years. This property is priced at $8 million. You can get more information by contacting Harold Humphreys at 702-592-9567.
And when we come back, we'll talk about 2 other great cities and great commercial properties. We'll go to Los Angeles, and we'll go to the heart of Texas. We'll be right back. We're next moving to the great state of Texas, deep in the heart of Texas. Dallas, is to be more exact, is where we're going, where you'll find this Class B office building constructed in 1959 with 7, count them, 7 different levels. 177,000 square feet plus 164,000 square foot parking garage, as well as an outdoor parking lot. Updated just 2 years ago, it is highlighted by a marble lobby at the front entrance, updated conference rooms, and an updated parking garage roof. This property also features security service, card key entry, and listen to this, an on-site deli. Set on approximately 1.5 acres, it is currently 87% occupied, making for a positive cash flow. The price is negotiable. We urge you to contact the owner, John Salazar, at area code 469-331-7788. That's 469-331-7788. Susan.
Our travels take us to the great city of Los Angeles, one of the finest cities for commercial enterprises. This property comes to us from Bednar Building Corporation. Set at the gateway entrance to the Chinatown Plaza is this 6-story office condo building located next door to a brand new $100 million mixed-use development. And it's also located across the street from the downtown Civic Center. This property has in excess of 167,000 square feet with a price of $1.3 million. Located at 941 South Broadway, it is priced competitively with other properties in the area. For more information, please call Joseph Bednar 818-991-0988.
Sounds like a great property. And when we come back, we'll talk to an expert about something very important to commercial properties. It's escrow, and you need to know how to do it correct. We'll be right back.
I would like to introduce our guest expert of the week, Travis Nelson. He's the marketing director at Nevada Title Company. Welcome to our show.
Oh, thank you, Susan. Appreciate it.
We're going to talk a little bit about the title and escrow process and how critical it is to the real estate transaction. Travis, what is the most important thing in the escrow process?
Escrow is an important part of the process. It's a great question, Susan. Basically, your escrow agent acts as a third-party, disinterested party to both the buyer and seller. They have a fiduciary responsibility to the buyer and seller to make sure that they're taken care of equally on both sides. As the earnest money comes in and the contract's received by the escrow agent, that money is held in a secure account. No money is released until the points of the contract have been met or the transaction cancels.
For most of us, we've gone through, Travis, a residential escrow process. But for the most part, the commercial process is much more tightly controlled, much more formal in its process. So for new commercial buyers, even those who are repeated commercial buyers, what's the best advice you could give them to get ready for this more formal process of escrow? Well,
it's a good question, Steve. Actually, surprisingly, residential is a lot more restrictive and structured than it is on the commercial side. Because commercial, because it's less restrictions, there's less protections for the buyer. So what I would recommend is that the buyer really understands the process. They understand how to read a title report. They engage an expert real estate agent like Susan here or someone else, and maybe they have an attorney on their team as well. But because those restrictions are fewer on the commercial side, it also allows more flexibility for buyers and sellers to get creative to get transactions done as well.
Myself as an investor, and most investors in the country, when I select an asset, of course the most important thing is the asset itself, but also a very, very important thing is the condition of the title report, what they call a preliminary title report. Tell us what you need to look for and basically the caveats that an investor needs to look at when purchasing a property and evaluating the condition of the title.
Well, this is kind of plays to Steve's question, where you really want to have some experience on the commercial side. If not, you want to have a good team around you. But when the title company receives their the purchase and sale agreement, they put out a preliminary title report to all of the parties involved. That preliminary report has a list of everything that affects the property. Some examples of things that are on commercial properties and not on residential properties. For example, you'd have easements. So if you're buying a vacant piece of land and you plan to put a structure on that piece of property, you really need to know what affects it. So an easement, for example, is maybe a portion of the property that's controlled by another entity. It could be a utility company, it could be the city, where you actually can't build over that easement. So it's very important to know where you can and cannot build. Other things out there are CC&Rs. Those are covenants, conditions, and restrictions. So if you're buying in a existing development, commercial development, and you have a particular use in mind, you want to make sure that use is applicable to that development. It's kind of similar to what HOA would be in residential.
It's basically have the knowledge, have the right people around you, and make sure that you are protected and covered in any process in the commercial end of the business. So Travis, thank you very much for being with us. We appreciate it. It is important to know exactly where you're going, how you're buying it, and what the property is. We'll have some closing words, Susan and I, in just a couple of seconds. Stay with us. This has been the Commercial Real Estate Investor, a program dedicated to promoting sales of commercial properties from across the country. If you'd like to showcase your company and its best properties, just visit our website on how we can make this come about.
And join us next time as we meet the experts of the commercial real estate industry. Have a wonderful day.
We'll see you next time.